Holy
Today's
nostalgia.
episode of the Nostalgia Test podcast, we give you the Nostalgia Test news.
Um,
Oh
it's 10
man.
o'clock, Dan. Do you know where your children are?
Well, that would have been, see, now that's a
That's
nostalgic.
nostalgia hit right there.
That's nostalgic. If you don't know what that is, then you were born after 19 or
Dan,
after
when we
probably
grew up, that
2000.
means our parents didn't know to
Where we
check.
were.
Our parents had to be, think about that concept, right? It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your
You know,
children are? That means our parents had to be reminded
reminder.
to check on your children.
Someone had to step in and literally just go, hey, parents, do you know where your kids are?
Yeah.
Like,
Like no cell phones back then. So like it's not like you were tracking them and stuff like that. So
no.
like the funny part, I was cracking up when I was like
Oh,
thinking about that because I'm like, they had to be reminded.
yeah.
Like, yo, it's 10. Like, yo, kidnapping it was like a thing that was happening where they
Yes.
had to make a PSA about it
Do you
on the
remember?
news.
Do you remember as a kid? Now this came up on another podcast, and then we'll get the show started.
It kind
But
of did. I
the
mean,
show
it's
just
news.
started. Yeah.
Yeah.
But did you remember as a kid on How Did This Get Made? Shout out to Paul Shear, June Diane Raphael, Jason Mantzoukas.
I saw June at in Farmingdale.
There you
Paul
go.
was there with his dad. They were eating at the place that I get breakfast at. I said
No.
hi. I didn't want to fanboy too much, but I did say that we were big fans. So
Yeah.
hopefully they get invite us on or just say hi,
Yeah, why
shout us
not?
out a little
We're
bit.
all from Long Island except for
Yeah,
Jason Mantzoukas, who's from Boston. But
yeah.
I will say this, that there was an episode where Jason Mantzoukas was talking about how when he was a kid, that there was this whole thing about people dressing up like clowns and like trying to kidnap kids in vans. Now, I remember that as a kid because I was like, oh shit, I remember that. We were told to like hang out in groups and not like and be careful of people dressed like clowns. Do you remember this?
I mean, I think that's like a constant fear that people dress like clowns and kidnap people, right? Like I
Yeah.
have a weird like and hate for clowns. I think
Mm-hmm.
I've mentioned this before. Like clowns freak
Yeah.
me out.
Yeah.
They freak me out.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
can.
It has to
Grown
do.
men dress like clowns. I mean, that's why Killer Clowns is like that movie's interesting because it's not like a different
Scary.
type of clown. I don't know. No, I don't remember that being a specific thing. I do remember
No.
that like as we got older.
Oh, I do remember that as a kid and being told to hang out in groups and if we were rollerblading to rollerblade together. So we thought, hey, if we just carry our hockey sticks around all the time and someone tries to take us, we'll just beat them with hockey sticks. This was what we thought about.
That shit's that's from like Ninja Turtles shit.
Yeah. Oh,
What was
yeah.
that? Casey Kasem? Not
Casey
Casey
Jones,
Kasem.
Casey
Casey
Kasem, dude. If
Jones.
that was Casey
Casey
Kasem with
Kasem
the
was
hockey mask
top
on,
40.
that would have been amazing. It's like he
Yeah.
takes off, it's like, "Hi, I'm Casey Kasem," and
Hi, I'm Casey Kasem. I was on the Saved by the Bell episode when
ugh. Oh
where are
my
they
god.
now?
Yeah.
Zack
Spaghetti
Attack.
and meatballs.
Zack Attack. Y'all remember
Ah.
Zack Attack?
Oh my
Oh
god.
man.
Battle
Zack
of the Band,
Attack.
Zack Attack,
Zack
California
Attack,
Dreams.
dude. California Dreams. Who was better? Was it Zack
California
Attack or
Dreams.
California Dreams? California Dreams
California Dreams.
had to
Because
be
they
because
were a band.
California Dreams, it was a show.
And they wanted to be a band. That the
Yeah,
whole deal was them being a band.
sure. And they kept only like they had like one gig. Well, they played at
Yes.
one place.
That's
It
right.
was like it was the set of of Max Cafe, and they just turned it into a California Haitian type of look.
Well, everyone, welcome to the Nostalgia Test podcast. This is a very special episode. We are going to give you the Nostalgia Test news. This is hopefully will become a new segment where Manny and I will run down some topics of nostalgia news. Give us your reactions and just a little bit of the nostalgia aspect of this. Put things possibly kind of to a quick test, and you'll hear our ideas. But this
This is
is
kind of like a nostalgia now meets
yeah,
nostalgia news, right? Because
exactly.
like that's kind of any nostalgia now is really news for everybody. But like
Yeah.
this, I think a lot of this is like also like things that pop up that
Hmm.
are from our past.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily like movies that are coming out or music that came out, but like things that are happening.
Yeah, things that are
All
happening,
right.
things that
It's
are
like current
changing.
events that
Yeah.
are affecting our nostalgic feelings.
It's like our version of entertainment tonight.
Sure.
Exactly.
I mean, fuck
So,
it. Just
yeah.
just listen, guys,
So
and
this is
fucking play
it.
along. What the
So
hell?
so
We had
nostalgia
nothing else
test.
to do today. We
So
felt like
it's
doing this.
nostalgia test news. And here comes the news. Welcome to the nostalgia test news.
Drops, ladies and gentlemen. I'm loving it.
Manny, tonight we have some really great topics. I think there's a lot of things happening this summer, nostalgia wise. And we're going to just start right off the bat with one of the biggest events happening this summer in nostalgic sport news, the 2024 Summer Olympics happening in Paris, July 26th to August 11th. The Olympics.
Adi,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
what do you
there's some,
feel about the Olympics? Do you like
not,
Winter Olympics or Summer Olympics, or you just don't give a shit?
if I had to pick one, right?
Yeah.
I'm probably going to go Winter Olympics because I like the downhill skiing. I like the snowboarding and luge, things like that. I mean, the Summer Olympics is cool, and you got swimming, and I guess now
Yeah.
you have skateboarding, sport climbing,
I mean,
breaking, and surfing this year.
breaking, what's breaking?
Break
Like
dancing.
dancing?
Yeah,
Th-
that's an Olympic sport now.
So basically, Red Bull has taken over the Olympics. Red Bull
Yeah,
and X Games has taken over the Olympics. So then
yeah.
what's the point of X Games? So now here's how I feel about something like this. This is first of all, this is news to me. It is actually news to me. And I mean it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. It was eventually going to happen. They put snowboarding in, right?
That's
Half
right.
pipe,
Mm-hmm.
freestyle, slope style. But like I wonder what like X Games wise, because X Games is its own brand, right?
That's
But
right.
like being a skateboarder, this must be cool that like, yes, does it water down what X Games is, or is it like ultimately X Games wanted this to happen?
You know, looking
Because it's
at
weird.
this,
It's like this weird
yeah.
catch 22.
But I don't think the skateboarding is like X game. They're not doing a half pipe. I think it's skateboarding. I think it's like park, like skate park. Like that's how they're doing it. Like it's
So
set up
it's
like a
kind of
skate
like
park.
street league.
I think it's like street skating. I don't think it's like half pipe. I don't think it's like all that stuff that we know of other skateboarding, right? So I think it's just like a skate park and doing like,
Really?
yeah, grinds and jumps and kick flips and stuff, I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
That that's kind of cool. Um, I think it was bound to happen.
Yeah. It
Once
was
you
done.
had snowboarding,
Yeah.
this was bound to happen, I'm sure.
It,
And I guess it is a good thing for X Games because like
mhm.
you are bringing more people
Yeah.
into it, and then if people want to see more of this, they'll watch
Yes.
the X Games.
Now, I don't think though, here's what I'm saying. I think skateboarding is great, fine. I think we're probably going to get our asses kicked in it, even though, we probably should win that, but I doubt
I
it.
don't
There
know
are
about
way
that,
better
dude.
skaters in the rest of the world, probably.
Dude, like X Games,
Um,
there's like all the Brazilian skaters that come
yeah.
through, man. They're really good. There's
I've seen
Japanese skaters. Like there's a lot of great skaters around the world.
I've
And
seen some
because the
Japanese,
sport's
yeah.
been
Hmm.
around,
Yeah. Hmm.
you know, yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna see people coming out of the woodwork because
Hmm.
now this is a sport that they can compete against and win an Olympic
Yeah.
gold medal. That's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
I've seen some Japanese aggressive rollerbladers that I don't know how they're doing what they're doing. It's
Dan,
unbelievable.
rollerblading is not going to be an Olympic sport.
It
So
should be.
stop. You're
Here's
obsessed
why.
this year about this shit.
If breaking is an Olympic sport,
That's weird to
then
me.
aggressive skating should be an Olympic
But
sport.
like,
It's much harder.
that's weird to me. But like, then you can go and argue that like gymnastics is like dancing, and that's
Yeah.
why you can argue that breaking should be in there.
I,
I guess because if you watch like the Red Bull breaking competitions, it's crazy.
you watch these
It,
things?
I've seen clips of it. I don't watch like, oh, I follow this one guy who's like, an athlete that's in this. I mean, I've watched like clips of parkour. Like they're gonna have Parkour is going to be an Olympic
Do you remember
sport.
when parkour was a thing? I think it's
Yeah.
over.
No, it's not.
Seriously?
Dude, Red Bull.
Oh
Red
God,
Bull
Red
makes
Bull.
these things strange. They
It
become
gives you
part of the
wings.
zeitgeist and then they get it into the Olympic sport. Dude, surfing. They got surfing now.
Well, that should be an Olympic sport. I mean, surfing should be an Olympic sport. I mean, that's amazing. Now, but is it going to be big wave surfing? Is it going to be? It's probably going to be like just one single wave. You think? I have no idea. Is there
I think
surfing in Paris?
yeah, I surfed in Paris.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, they're surfing not in Paris, but they're surfing in France.
Mm.
There's gonna be they'll like cut to like, oh, they're on the beach. And unless they do like not indoor surfing, but like
What's
those surf
yeah,
farms,
like Kelly Slater?
wave
He has
farms
a
type of
yeah.
thing. Yeah. Because then it's like then it's really the wave is generated, so it's all the same, right? So you
That's
can
right.
argue that it is controlled
Right.
in
Everyone
a
has the
way.
same wave. Everyone gets the
Yeah.
same chance.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be like, I mean, it would be crazy if they did this and they were surfing, like if they had the Summer Olympics in Portugal and they surfed like
Oh, at
Nazare.
Nazare? Oh my
Oh my
God.
God, those
I mean,
shit
they
is
have
crazy.
competitions at
Oh
Nazare,
yeah,
but if
yeah,
you
yeah.
had, but that would be like,
Oh, that'd be the
you'd
next
have to
level.
only be big wave surfer.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you're not getting Kelly Slater. I mean, Kelly Slater surfs big waves, but
But
he's
not
not
like
known as a
that.
big wave surfer.
No,
Like, this is a
no.
different animal.
Yeah. And then the one questionable thing on here. Oh, okay, so I'm good with breaking, but sport climbing.
What is that?
So
That's something stuck in my throat today.
So sport climbing is, hold on, I'm getting it. Here it is. It is, it seems like it's like on one of those climbing walls. It's a modern sport that has become immensely popular over the past 20 years. It is a young mixed gender sport, practiced both outdoors and in more urban format indoors. There are over 25 million climbers. So it seems like the rules are crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it's just one of those walls, one of those sport climbing walls.
Like you're racing to jump, like get to the bell,
Maybe
like those guys.
yeah, maybe it's like
That's
that.
fun to watch,
It's so weird. So what do you think,
dude. You could
Manny?
turn anything into sport. Like, is darts an Olympic sport?
Should be.
If curling is,
Oh, don't. Yeah, if curling is, then darts should be.
why not? At one point I thought I could probably be
Yeah.
a curling champion.
Yeah, I remember there was a big curling, like everyone was freaking out about curling for a little bit in our friend
That's
group.
because like the people who won, the Americans who won,
Yeah,
those guys
yeah,
look like they just were at the bar the other day.
they were. Manny's
Exactly.
choking on something.
I'm gonna go. I gotta go get a glass of water. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man.
All right, we're back.
Are now psyching each other up. Can you imagine?
Damn. I don't know. Something was stuck in my throat.
All right, so we're back. Summer Olympics, nostalgic news. Manny, does the Olympics pass the nostalgia test? The Summer
I mean,
Olympics.
I have to say, yeah. I mean, like, I don't particularly get into. I guess I'll. All right. How do I want to say this? If I still had cable,
Yeah,
and I know it's like free probably to watch this tonight, and I had the TV on,
yeah,
and things are on, I'd probably be
Mhm.
like, oh, I'll watch this, right?
yeah.
But like, I don't know if I'm gonna be like, oh, this is on, I'm gonna watch it. Where
Yeah.
with sport, with the winter, I like know the schedule, and I'll like set
Okay.
aside like, oh, I want to
Yeah.
watch, not curling, but I want to watch the half pipe. I want to watch slope style. I'll even watch downhill. I don't know the guys, and they're never American. They're always like some like person from like Denmark or Switzerland or Norway that are like coming down the G-force, like killing it.
How do you get into shit?
Dude, if you've been in that country, you'd be like, oh, this is why these guys do this.
Oh man, that's
Right?
so funny.
Like they're surviving, Dan.
Damn.
Like those guys are doing things like think about how that sport started. Like it's like you're on a hill, you're like
I'm gonna go down
you
this.
live in a country that's like it's just snow everywhere. Maybe you have to go like gather stuff, and then you go and you jump on a cross country skis, and you're like that sport where you're cross country skiing, and then you got to sit and hunt and like
Yeah.
shoot. Like
What the fuck is that?
that sport started because people in those countries
We're trying to eat.
were trying to eat. They would try to eat, dude. And they would have to pick up the deer and drag the deer with their cross country skis, and they're like that turned into a sport. Dude.
Oh man, that's
that
not
turned
a
into
real
sport. I think the best way, because like those guys are also thin and like whatever.
Yeah,
It would be awesome to see those guys like like you like a guy in the backwoods that just comes out and he's like this like burly man. He's like, I could beat all of you because I do this to eat and survive and feed my children. You guys do this as a little sport. Like, what are you talking about? Like, give me a real rifle. What is this little thing, this air pistol that you got?
What they need to do is do like, if they're gonna do breaking and all these things as sports and create sports, then just make like some of these reality shows an Olympic sport. Like, let's make Naked and Afraid an Olympic sport. Let's make like shit like
I'm
that.
down.
Like, let's make
Amazing Race should be an Olympic sport. You know what should be an Olympic sport?
Shout out to who
going to Costco and only buying one thing.
You know
another great Olympic sport is returning something at Home Sense.
Returning something at Marshall's without a receipt.
Yeah, dude. My mom, I don't know how she does it. She like buys me random stuff that shows up, and she's like, "Oh, I was at Home Sense." I'm like, "Do you just go there as a hobby?"
Yeah,
like. Yeah, and her sport is getting the best deal.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I got these shorts for you. I'll take them, man. I'm 43 years old. I will take them. That will pass the nostalgia test, okay? My mom showing up, knocking on the door going, hey, I got you some shorts from Marshall's. Like, yeah, thank you. Yeah, my sister's like, you're going to say yes to that? Yeah. I don't know that deal. I'm not good at that. I fail at this sport. If this is a sport, Dan, I would fail, okay? I go to the store, I come out with $150 pair of shorts. My mom comes out, she spent $150. There's a wardrobe for the whole year for me, okay? That's why I'm like, sure, show up. Show up, okay?
Okay, that's a long drop. Jesus. Okay, but like, dude, you're right. Like, I think what they need to do is make that an Olympic sport, make that show alone an Olympic sport. Like, that should be a year-long sport. Just put people out there.
Supermarket sweep, Dan.
We said it before. Go check out the
supermarket sweep, but like international style. You got all these different people that from different countries. You see like ones that are like a country that it has like a worse economy than us. They're better at supermarket sweep.
What they need to do is put this in a market in like a European country that's like, and you have to get past everything. Like even in Greece, like when I was there, like going through certain market areas, I was just like,
you got to get past the guys who are harassing you, showing you pictures of food, like trying to negotiate with you. Yo, that is like, they got to start making Olympic things that are it's like everyday things that you need to deal with.
Yeah.
And like see what country is better at that shit.
Amazing.
Like subway system shit.
Oh, New York's winning that.
I don't know, man.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I haven't been on
like,
other
I'm talking about the efficiency and all that stuff. Like,
I thought people
metro
that actually
stuff
took it and knew how to get through.
Dude, Europeans use metro and that a lot more than the US.
Trash.
Like we have like per capita more cars.
Yeah, no, we're a highway country.
Yeah, no, they love taking mass transit. Transit, Olympic sport.
Bro hugs.
Okay.
Get through Paris, mass transit only.
So that's the Olympics.
Which country wins?
That's the Olympics. Nostalgia news. Doesn't pass the test. Who knows? It's the Olympics. Enjoy it. Hey, Olympic committee. If you have a space for two other people to like talk about the Olympics with Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart, call the Nostalgia Test podcast. We'll be there.
Yeah.
Zoom. I don't know. Flies out to Paris. I'm not doing anything.
Dude, you know Paris has filtered water and you can like free throughout throughout the city, and you could also go with bottles that like they have glass bottles that you get and you refill them. They also have gassed water, like water with gas. They have carbonated water, seltzer that
Yeah,
you could
that's
fill in these
amazing.
bottles.
That's
Bro,
amazing.
you could get Perrier in a fucking bottle for
Seltzer.
free. For free. Yo,
Amazing.
I'll pay a little bit extra of my taxes if socialize Perrier.
Dude.
Come on.
It sucks. We suck.
All right.
In
Does it
nostalgia
pass? I
news,
think so.
yeah.
I think it does.
Yeah, call us Olympics. We'll announce some sports. We have no idea, but we're fun. So in nostalgia movie news, there's a lot of sequels coming out this summer.
I see this, man.
We have a Bad Boys sequel, Ride or Die, coming out June 7th. Now, this isn't in a summer release, but in October, Venom: The Last Dance is coming out. Now, I've seen the Venom movie, thought it was pretty good. Deadpool and Wolverine coming out this July. And I'm not sure when, but the Beverly Hills Cop Axel F movie is coming out. And we have these trailers. And
I've only seen one of these trailers.
Which one?
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Let's talk about it right away then.
I fucking can't wait.
This trailer, I cried watching this trailer.
Did you?
Here's why. There's something about Wolverine as a character that I just love. When I saw Logan, I was on a plane.
You love Wolverine.
And I cried on that plane watching Logan. I was like, this guy is the greatest character, in my opinion, in superhero history.
Do you know I think there's a flaw and a plot hole in his character superhero?
Oh boy.
A superpower? I was thinking about this the other day because I do like Wolverine as well. He's one of my favorite characters, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of his attitude. He's awesome. He's awesome. Right?
He's flawed though. That's the thing. He's just such
what's great.
Flawed person.
But that's where I was thinking the other day, and I was like, okay, he heals. He has the power to heal.
Yes. That's his power.
Except for his mind, because he's always angry. So if you have that, if you went through childhood trauma, and they're like, oh, you heal. If his superhero power is actually healing, he would have gone over that. He would have forgotten. He would have been fine.
So he can't do an emotional healing. He has no sense of emotional healing.
Emotional healing is gone. It's all physical. Wow. So which makes you think like, so is the brain not part of being a physical thing? So that's an emotional healing trigger? Or did they even think about that? Because really, then there's a plot hole missing. Because if you're really a person who just regenerates and heals, his memories are gone. He would forget more than he can remember.
Yeah. Well, he's also crazy alcoholic.
Well, that's because his liver is dude, how much does he have to drink?
Yes,
he's always like, our liver already regenerates as a normal human being.
Yeah. He's
regenerating at like a rate that we would never get to. So imagine his liver, what that thing could do.
That's amazing. I never even thought of that before. That's crazy. Huh. But see, he does. This is why I like him, because he knows he's fucked up. He is like, doesn't want any part of these things. He tries, he fails, he does all this stuff, right? He doesn't consider himself a hero, but he also always has to do heroic stuff. Like when you watch Logan, like he's the last one left. He's taking care of Professor X. He's doing all this shit, you know? And in this trailer, I was just like, oh my God. And they're doing this thing now, like with trailers, like in Marvel movies, where they put a song that has nothing to do with anything that's going on. This one, they use like a prayer, right? Hello?
They use like a prayer, which is nostalgic there, right? That's like our childhood.
I was blown away by this. Now I've only seen a little bit of the Deadpool movies, and I really need to see this movie though. I need to see this. The trailer already passes the nostalgia test to me.
Dude, all of it is Easter egg heaven. Bringing back his yellow
thank God
jumpsuit.
Let's do it.
They needed to do that.
They had to.
I
just want to know what happened. Like, what did he do that like everyone else died? It seems like.
So there's a lot of theories. There's depending on which Logan this is and like what universe he comes from. They were thinking this one is the one where he tries to where Phoenix is
Yeah.
and he like I think he fails to
Do anything.
save the world even though he kills her and stuff. So he just like his world like falls apart.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
See, that's what I mean. Like, you do that stuff with him. You do that stuff with the Punisher. You could do that stuff with like several different characters, but you can't. It just doesn't make sense with other characters. Like Daredevil, you could do that with. He's a flawed character. Daredevil is like totally fucked up. But like Cyclops, I still don't care about Cyclops. I know people are saying in this X-Men 97 that Cyclops is really awesome, but like I have yet to watch X-Men 97.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I tried to get into the old I went back to the old ones. Man, those characters like voices and stuff
Crazy.
like annoying as shit. Like I was like, I don't even know. And like, dude, the storylines, you're like, what is this? We like this?
Yeah.
We gotta go deep dive on
we gotta do
comic book show.
Yeah, yes. But we're also at the Bad Boys, Venom, and Beverly Hills Cop. Now, I think Manny and I, we need to take a few minutes, watch these trailers, come back after this, and then like and then put this to the test here. So
let's do it.
Let's do this. So
we'll be right back. Okay, so real quick,
we're back. Real quick, Bad Boys.
I like the Bad Boys franchise.
Yeah,
I feel like the Bad Boys franchise was the original, like before Fast and the Furious. Like there was Bad Boys, right?
Yeah, and then there was
like
Point
that
Break.
was. No, but I'm saying like they ushered in like a newer action comedy buddy film.
Yeah,
Martin Lawrence, amazing. I never hated any movies he was in. There was always like B minus C plus entertaining.
Yeah.
I like the Bad Boy stuff. I really think they should have just finally ended it in the last one. This is going to be the typical thing. How many times do they have to say Bad Boys in this trailer? I'm kind of over Will Smith.
Yeah. I here's the thing. I didn't see the last one, and I don't think I want to see this one. It just seems weird and forced and odd, and I'm just like, why are we doing this again? Like Bad Boys 1, Bad Boys 2 could have ended at 2.
Could have ended at 2. 3 wasn't bad.
What was 3?
I forget which one, what it was, but I know it involved Reggie was in that one too.
Oh, okay. Maybe I remember that one. I don't know.
I kind of forget. That's what I'm saying. It was kind of forgettable.
Yeah. In nostalgia,
and it came out like during like COVID era.
Yeah, and in nostalgia sense, like I feel like they're really forcing the nostalgia. If you're looking at nostalgic sequels this summer, like this is one that's trying to squeeze the last bit of nostalgia out of the franchise.
I mean, he's also trying to revive himself since he, smacked Chris Rock.
Yeah, and I also feel like there's something up with Martin Lawrence. Like the performance was like weird, right?
Yeah, but he kind of has gotten weirder and weirder in the last one too. You gotta, if you saw the last one, you'd be like, oh, okay, and that's why I thought like it was kind of over in the last one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
I think this is gonna just be mid.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say wait for it to come out. Don't go to the movie theaters to see this if you want to watch it. And I don't know. It seems like
let's go to the next one.
I feel like it's gonna be 3 hours long too.
It's gonna be fun, crazy action, and the camera angles are gonna get crazy. You saw that one with the gunshot.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Because they definitely always try to top their last like, what did we do really cool with a camera? But I think it's going to be kind of the same story.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so let's play the Venom one. We'll be right back.
I gotta say, like, I never was really into Venom. And I think Sony found it's like fun thing. They really didn't do well with the Spider-Man stuff, and like when they made Venom, like bigger, like because Venom is supposed to be that big, like
holy
Venom,
shit.
It's like they're like Venom's like the ultimate anti-hero.
He's like the Punisher of the Spider-Man universe.
Yeah.
And
like you're supposed to hate him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he's also doing well, like it's I don't know.
Dude,
I'm kind of excited for it.
That shit was crazy. Now I've seen the first Venom. I don't know if I saw the second one. I liked it. I thought Venom was done really well. I think you're right. Sony dropped the ball on Spider-Man. I don't want to watch the other Spider-Man movies. I've watched the Tobey Maguire ones and I'm fine with it. I like them. I mean, we never put them to the test, but I'm not the Tom Holland ones and the
I like them.
Andrew Garfield was boring. I thought they were kind of boring.
I mean, I liked them. I thought they were fine, but this is a totally different type of movie. So like, I'm cool. I kind of like this universe. I like. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's that popular as much as
Mhm.
like the Marvel stuff, but I like this. I think it's fun.
And
I,
Tom Hardy is the shit.
Dude, I think he's one of the greats of our time.
Insane. That movie
I love him
Bronson,
in
did you
that
see that
movie.
shit?
Yeah, I love him in Bronson. I love him in Warrior, where he has to fight his brother.
Oh,
He's a
I've never seen
UFC
that.
fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, Dan, you would love that movie.
Oh, God.
His older brothers, they're both like ex like wrestlers, like
Mm,
actual like collegiate wrestlers,
yeah.
and like one of them is a teacher who like
Mm,
gets back into the UFC, and then he was plays like an army guy, and then there's this like amateur WCW type of fight that happens in Vegas.
hmm
Yo, it's good.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked
He
it.
was in a movie where he played like a
Nick
bootlegger.
Nolte's in it. He plays his father.
Oh my God.
Plays an
Yo,
alcoholic. Oh, dude, it's
we
fucking
need to do
crazy.
Blue Chips.
Oh man, Shaq.
That movie was so everyone hated it. I thought I don't know.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
But I would go see this. I would say the nostalgia test, in my opinion, I'm giving it a seal of nostalgia approval for the sum
Yeah,
for
I think it's
October. Go see
definitely.
it in October.
I think I think it's definitely a watchable.
I wish this was coming out this summer.
It should, but they probably don't want to compete against like blockbusters, summer blockbusters.
Yeah, but that was amazing. Wow, we got one more Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F.
Oh man,
Here we go.
Axel,
Let's see what happens here. We'll be right back.
nostalgia grab.
A total nostalgia grab, right?
Nostalgia grab. This is gonna be
Yeah.
as good as Coming to America
Oh,
2 was.
did you see that? I didn't.
Yeah, I did. I did. It was a waste of time.
So it's coming
Um,
out on Netflix. If you have Netflix, I mean, I guess watch it.
yeah. If it's on Netflix, why not? Yeah, there's a reason why it's straight to
Yeah.
Netflix, and it should be. Like,
Yeah.
listen, Netflix puts out some good shit, but this is totally a nostalgia grab. I mean, they brought up the times that he came.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Beverly Hills Cop 3? Do you remember this one where they were
No,
kind of in a Disney world? They
no.
showed you like the underbelly of it, but it
I've
was like
seen
their version of Disney World.
I've seen bits and pieces of every Beverly Hills Cop, so I don't know.
Okay. Nothing's gonna be as great as the first one. Second was good, but third one was fucking god awful.
Mm,
And this one's not gonna be great. I don't think so. I don't
so
care who you
out
are.
of these, we got Bad Boys, Venom, Deadpool, Beverly Hills Cop. For the summer, I'm saying go see Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah,
100%. 100%.
yeah, definitely.
And Netflix, watch Beverly Hills Cop and then Bad Boys. I don't know.
I mean, we're watching it, and I will do an episode about it.
But Bad
But
Boys.
yeah, and the other one,
Yeah.
Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
It's on
Might as
Netflix.
well.
I don't
Yeah.
have Netflix anymore, but
Oh,
I'll get somebody's code.
there you go. Don't say that
Yeah.
out loud. We'll take that out of the episode.
No, I'm not. Everybody knows. No, yeah, I mean, what they're allowing like a couple of family members to share.
Oh, okay. All
So,
right. Okay. Sounds good. All right. So that brings us to just another sequel that's coming out, not in the near future, but will happen. The Roadhouse reboot sequels. So they're
Yep.
gonna do more of
course they
these
are.
now. And we'll just do a quick thought on that, Manny. We saw
Why is
it. You can listen to
everything-
our episode on the reboot episode. It's amazing. Go listen and watch it. Billy D'Elia was on that one, and we hated it. And Manny, are you looking forward to a sequel?
That's a stupid question, Dan. That you want to talk about nostalgia grab. This is a shameless plug grab.
Yeah.
If this is the first time you're listening to this freaking podcast, stop it right now.
This
Go listen to other
freaking
episodes
podcast.
because of course I'm not excited about it. They're gonna do 2 more after this.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
Now I'm saying this. What do we do? Do we watch the sequel and then put it up against the original
No.
Roadhouse sequel?
Don't put it up at all. You can't put that. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the sequel, but we're not.
Why? Don't
Man, I
don't do that
watch
to yourself.
bad movies, Dan.
Oh, dude, don't watch
I
it.
have to watch it because I'm Wolverine. I just like to torture myself.
Oh God. All right. Well, then
Okay,
here's
bad
the thing.
movies is like alcohol to Wolverine.
Hashtag
I forget,
no.
and I still, I still watch.
Hashtag no more Roadhouse. Hashtag no Roadhouse sequel. None.
Yeah.
Stop this. Jake Gyllenhaal,
Stop the
why are you doing
reboots.
this to us? You're destroying everything that we love.
Yeah,
Like you are destroying this. And
yeah.
we're not happy with it at all. At all. So that's that for the Roadhouse sequels and the movie news. Let's move on to music and get through this. The music news, just to let everyone know, last month, Weezer's self-titled album, Weezer was 30, turned 30 years old. And this month, Stone Temple Pilots album Purple, which is one of their most famous albums with some of their most famous songs on it, turns 30 as well. Two 90s
Cool.
classics, man.
Yeah, I guess you got to put those to the test.
I mean, right away.
I
mean,
know you
Weezer,
brought it up, but
yeah.
you like Weezer, right?
I
How do you feel about Weezer?
like Pinkerton. I like this album, the Blue Album. And then after that, I think I stopped listening to them.
Got it. Yeah,
Like
I
the
mean,
green one and everything.
It's
I don't
not
know.
really a band that like I think about putting on.
Yeah. I mean, I like Stone Temple Pilots more than Weezer.
Okay. I wasn't really a Stone Temple Pilots. I wasn't really a STP fan.
Oh.
I mean, I enjoyed them, I guess, but I wasn't like oh my God, I need to put this
Listen
up.
to Stone Temple Pilots.
Okay.
Well, happy anniversary to those two albums, and maybe we'll put them to the test soon. And that means new music came out. Houdini by Eminem. Manny, did you listen to the new Houdini song?
Of course I did.
By Eminem.
Because my TikTok knows I like Eminem because I listen to a lot. I watch a lot of creators that like review Eminem a lot.
Okay.
So this came up right away. There was like a side by side of the original
yes,
the original song.
Yeah.
When
yeah, that one, right?
Yeah, guess who's back? Guess who's back? Shady's back. Yeah. A creative monster. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
So
nostalgia grab, bro.
And now, you want to talk about nostalgia grab? Everyone knows this is supposed to be a banger. It's supposed to be the summer banger,
and it's not.
Everyone like everyone's like joking around and like showing like old people dancing, and they're like, when millennials or zennials hear this song, and they're like on the TikTok, they're like, making it. It's fine. His wordplays are great. I like the one he said something about being an electrician, your light work. I like it, he Eminem the shit out of
does
the song.
That. Yeah.
Yeah. But as you said before, Eminem doesn't really have bangers that are constantly.
No.
Well, I mean, I guess Shady Guess Who's Back was a banger.
Like
for that time.
What My Name Is, I think, is probably
My Name Is
that song.
Yeah.
And a few others. I think we did our last one of the other episodes that's coming out soon. What was it? We talked about there are two songs that
the Soldier song.
That song.
That's like the workout song.
The one from the movie. And then
Mom Spaghetti.
Yeah, Mom Spaghetti. That's not the name of the song, but Mom Spaghetti. And then that other one that came out after he got sober, I think. I forget. Anyway, it's just a couple songs I feel like have a lot of replay value, but I listened to it and I was like, meh, it's Eminem. And the thing is, I just wasn't into it. I just here's the problem with Eminem with me. He's getting older and I want to see him mature as a hip hop artist. Like I want to see him do something different. But I want to see him do something different. Like I want to hear his sound change a little bit. Like remember that album that came out that looked like the Beastie Boys album?
Yes.
Album.
I enjoyed that album.
That album was crazy.
I like that album. He had a lot of features on that album. They're really good.
Yeah.
That album was good.
And that was
I agree.
A rap album. That was a hip hop album. This is like one of those things where he's just like.
But he did this on purpose. Like everyone knows what this was for. Okay,
talk
Dan,
about
we're
it.
currently on a show that talks
Yeah.
about nostalgia that's
Yeah.
doing all 90s.
Yeah.
He put this out for the Zennials and Millennials. Like
I know.
this was exactly a money grab. And
But
I'm not mad at him for it.
no,
I think
but
it's a fun song. The abracadabra thing kind of gets annoying after a while. It reminds me of that movie. What's his name was in it? It was a comedian from Office. What's his name? Steve Carell. He was like a
mm,
magic guy, and it's
mm,
kind of like that annoys me that hook, but it's fine. The song's fine.
it's gonna go away, and really, it's gonna be like
It's not
whatever.
gonna. Yeah, it
No
won't be
one's
here at
gonna
all.
no one's gonna bang this in the summer
But
like this.
nothing really that he's been putting out lately.
Hasn't been that great.
It's been around. Well, you could say that about a lot of songs. Even
I
you could
just
say that
need.
a lot of things lately. Like it's all like I feel like we live in the world of
Mm,
instant and see you later. The
mm,
gratification is there and everybody forgets it. It's
yeah.
like what do they call it? Fast fashion.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we're fast everything. Like,
Mm,
no matter how great a song is, dude, somebody could write the greatest song of our generation, or this generation, like tomorrow,
yeah.
and people would forget about it in a week.
Maybe this song
That's
is
how it
alright.
is right now.
Yeah.
That's how it
Yeah.
is.
This
It
song is.
doesn't matter if this song is that great or not, because it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't. Name a
Yeah.
song that's come out that
In
any
the
of us are going to be nostalgia later about.
in the last 10 years.
In the last 2 years, that new song by Hozier,
Wow.
the Whiskey Neat song,
I don't.
I like it.
It's
It's
good.
being played on TikTok. Do you know what's going to happen to it? It's going to get so played out, and that's the
Yeah.
problem. TikTok is now the Z100 of this
Yeah.
era, right?
You love
And you used to
Z100.
like, oh my god, it's so played out, bro.
Yeah.
You fuck it. It plays out everything, and then everybody gets sick of it,
That's
and then
right.
you're like, oh, that song was from TikTok.
Yep.
No, that song was actually.
This. But see, that song still bangs.
Yeah. Chinese food makes me sick. Ah, man, that song is crazy. But like,
But
that's
this was
the
mid,
problem that
if
we live
anything.
in right now.
Yeah.
But
This
again,
this-
it's fine.
he's like in his 50s, or he's 50 years old. I want to hear music that he's mature. I want to hear a more mature version of this.
I mean, he's basically just commentating on what the world we live in now, right? But using kind of old
Yeah.
beats and like
Yeah.
mixing himself and his young self, and it's like,
Yeah. It's just like
but I don't know.
he needs
I
to
don't
hang
know.
out. He needs to hang out with some people or something. I feel like he sits in a room by himself. Like
Oh,
and
he
just,
hangs
like,
out with some dudes, man.
You know,
He does ciphers.
that's
All right. So
All
what
right.
is it? What are we thinking about this? It doesn't
I'm
really
saying
pass,
it doesn't
right?
pass in nostalgia. I don't think
No, it's
in
not even
2
gonna be.
years
It's
it won't
gonna be a
even be
forgotten
nostalgic.
song by him.
Yeah, and Eminem, I think, is on his way. He's been on his way out for a while.
Dude, I don't think he cares.
No, he's already rich. It doesn't matter. He's already done his thing. He's
His
one of the
daughter got
greatest
married
rappers.
recently.
Yeah, and he's one of the greatest rappers. He'll go down. as
Bro,
one of
he's on the
greatest
top
rappers
5. A
all
lot of
time.
people or people
Yeah.
like still talk about him, saying like,
But
he changed the game.
yeah,
He's one of the hardest rappers to go against. He pushes other people's, like other artists say that he pushes them regardless if he's black or white. Like he was
his
insane.
music isn't great anymore, and I feel like his other music just doesn't age well, and that's a problem.
Fine.
Yeah.
I still listen to him.
Fine. All right, coming to the end. We got nostalgia.
Oh God, this is
world.
this
Red
is
Lobster
like
seeks bankruptcy protection days after closing dozens of restaurants, and so does there's a lot of restaurants from our in nostalgia. It's like TGI Fridays, Applebee's, Denny's, Cracker Barrel. All these.
Why is anybody
places are-
surprised?
Well, Red Lobster, bro. I mean, you never
So?
had Red Lobster before?
Okay. No. I maybe once.
Maybe once.
Maybe once, dude. Maybe
Okay.
once. Okay. If I'm gonna go have lobster, I'm not gonna have it at Red Lobster. All right. And there's no
Well,
way
Red Lobster is
there's no
like,
way
you know-
this was ever gonna stay in business, because as inflation goes up,
Endless shrimp.
okay, How do you like the cost of king crab, the cost of lobster, all this shit goes up. You can't keep your prices. That's like saying like McDonald's isn't going to change the dollar menu. There is no more dollar menu. Okay,
Yeah.
things go up. So like, there's so much better seafood out there. Why are you going to Red Lobster, bro?
Well, I mean, it's probably, it's for
You
people
went
who
there?
can't.
You've been there a
I've
couple
been there
times?
before when I was like
Okay.
a kid and stuff. Absolutely. I mean, it's a thing like where there might not be, if you don't have a lot of money to go get, market price lobster, you go to Red Lobster and you get what was left, the small lobsters that were thrown off the boat, and then the
Sure.
Red Lobster boat comes through and like picks them out of the, garbage or something.
Uh-huh.
But their
They
cheesy
should be
bread is
called Black
amazing.
Lobster. They should have maybe they call themselves Black Lobster and they'll get out of the red. That's an accounting joke, Dan. It's an accounting joke.
So
Where's
I
your
mean,
fucking drop?
the same thing was with Arizona iced tea. Arizona iced tea stayed 99 cents forever,
Yeah.
even during
And he
inflation. But I
says
think they
he says
just raised the
even
price.
even during the COVID, he said he wasn't going to raise the price.
No, and I think they still haven't.
Yeah, he said that it was going to be that they were going to
And they've been
just
fine.
they were just going to make less profit.
Yeah, they've been
But then
fine.
they come up with other things. I think they came up with like a hard
Mhm.
iced tea that I heard
Yeah.
is god awful.
I mean, are there other? I mean, what are you doing? If people are watching this, Manny looks like he's sitting on a toilet right now. Look into the side.
No, I'm
of
trying
it.
to adjust the fan. It's mad hot in here, bro. I don't have I'm refusing to put my AC on.
Well, we're almost at the end, Manny. Here, so
I know.
TGI
Guys, it
it's
gets wild
Applebee's,
over here. He
Denny's,
has no
Cracker Barrel.
fucking drops. Dude, all right.
Across the street from Main Street Meat Market. That's where I smoke my food from.
All right, here we go. Dan, does Red Lobster pass the test? Do you think they should get?
I think Red Lobster is super nostalgic, 100%.
Okay. And
Things
you think
like
they
Red Lobster,
should be
Pizza
like
Hut.
one open like Blockbusters. I'm surprised Red Lobster lasted longer than Blockbusters.
Dude, because
Maybe I'm not.
Well,
More
think
people
about it.
eat than
If you
Yeah.
all of a sudden there's been like a Netflix of lobster, then it's gonna put Red Lobster out of business.
like there is kind of you could get shit delivered to you frozen and
Like
stuff
DoorDash.
like that.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah. This is probably why they're seeking it now. Because you have the DoorDashes, you have better frozen things now.
Yeah.
Like you could get Faroe Island salmon sent to your house in
Sure.
freaking, and like you used to not be able to get that stuff. So that's probably why. So I guess yes, it's sad because we're seeing things that we grew up with are now closing down. But like,
Yeah. I mean,
there's
look.
one Blockbuster left. I hope there's be one Red Lobster.
I mean, I think like
There's got to be a place
like,
where Red Lobster somebody goes all the time.
what we need is like an amusement park type space that
Okay.
keeps one of every franchise, like
Okay.
some sort of Disney, like downtown Disney thing. But it's like you go there and it's like you walk down the street and it's like there's a Red Lobster, there's a Blockbuster, there's a Roy Rogers. Remember that shit?
I fucking love Roy Rogers, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I love Roy Rogers.
Right? And they serve
used to go to the
food
mall for
in
that shit.
styrofoam like they used to.
Source Mall.
There you go. Source Mall, Roy
Yeah.
Rogers. And you
Dude.
have one franchise left of everything. Throw Hollywood Video in there.
I
Why
am
not?
down.
Like,
The nostalgia test amusement park.
The Nostalgia Test amusement park. We have
Yeah,
one of
bro.
everything. Yeah.
One of everything.
Yeah. We
So
have
Applebee's is also going out of business.
Applebee's is like closing locations.
I would say
Denny's.
that I would kind of not be upset about that. I'd be more upset about Denny's and Cracker
You'd be more
Barrel.
upset
I mean,
about Denny's. Dude, Denny's is crap.
I like
compared to
I like
Applebee's?
breakfast, bro.
Oh, okay. You like breakfast.
I like breakfast food.
Okay.
So,
all right. You got
yeah.
the Grand Slam. You get the Grand Slam there.
bro, Denny's. I can have pancakes anytime. Like if there was pancakes available to me right now, I'll eat them.
Well, you're an
But-
adult. You can make pancakes anytime you want.
No, I know, but like I'm saying, like bad tasting pancakes. Bring them. Let's go.
Bring 'em.
Cracker Barrel, Dan.
Yeah, Cracker Barrel. I haven't been there in a long time. That I wouldn't care if that went out of business.
I actually would not care.
Yeah.
I haven't been in like 2 years. Last time I went, I got sick. Get
Mhm.
the fuck out of here, Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I think like with the
It's not a good franchise.
no, Cracker Barrel is not a good franchise. It sounds weird, and I think like I would rather it'd be like if I had a choice between Cracker Barrel and like Waffle House, I'm choosing Waffle House. And I've been to a Waffle House, and it was insane.
Waffle House is fucking awesome.
I'll never forget this Waffle House. My dad was driving us to Florida or something, and it was me, my dad, my mom, my brother, and we were hungry, and so he's like, "Let's go to a Waffle House." He stops at a Waffle House that was like, I don't even know how this Waffle House existed, where it was. There was nothing else around except for the Waffle House. And we go in there, dude. It was so small. And then they seated us in this corner. Everything was sticky. And all I remember is my mom being like, let's eat and get the fuck out of here. And of course, my
That's
dad's just like, what? What's
hilarious.
wrong? What's in the Waffle House?
Oh, I get it, dude.
I think it was on the border of like Georgia and Florida, like or something like that.
Love it.
Oh man, so yeah,
All
I
right.
wouldn't care if any of these. The only place one place I love is Pizzeria Uno. They got to keep the Unos going.
Pizzeria Uno.
Hell yeah, they do a vegan cheeseburger pizza. It's not great, but it's awesome.
No.
Yeah.
All right, Dan, quick lightning round then.
Oh my! Right now during the
Yeah.
news episode.
Kind of like news. I'm trying to think about other things that I've heard that might be rebooting or coming back. I
Sure,
probably
we
have
have
texted you.
a nostalgia lightning news. Go for it, Manny. We got like a minute or so.
Okay,
Hit it.
what would happen if Tamagotchis came back? Well, they try to, right?
I think Tamagotchis would only be able to come back as an app. They would never be able to come back as a Tamagotchi thing. I think if you put it out as an app, it's definitely coming back.
Really?
You can't do just a regular key because no one carries keys like that. Well, they do, but I don't think anyone would use it like that. And it'd be like
I thought they
2-bit.
did try to bring them back, dude. I think that is news that they did. I guess it didn't really work out because
No.
so I think that's like more of like a I guess it would be an ironic thing to have because it's
Yeah.
like, well, why don't you just get an app for that? It's like, well, I don't want to carry my phone like that. It's like a small thing.
Yeah, you would never.
So-
It would never be able to come back like that.
All right. Do you still watch The Simpsons?
You know, it's funny. No, but I do. Sometimes I'll catch an episode or I'll watch an episode randomly on like wherever it's streaming. I think it's Disney or whatever it is, and I need to sit and watch this more because they're good still.
Are they?
Yeah.
They're still like that.
They're
I know
still
they're
good.
relevant, but they're still good.
Dude, they're still good. They're
South
still
Park?
good. I don't really watch South Park anymore. I mean, I used to watch it, but I don't really watch it like that. South Park gives me anxiety. You know, like
Okay.
The Simpsons does it because The Simpsons is like it's funnier. South Park's funny, but South Park's also like I don't know how they make episodes about things so quickly. And so
Because it's like
I
now
don't want to
like
watch
on
the
a
news in
computer
my comedy.
generated thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to watch the news in my comedy like that.
Okay.
Like I'm already dealing with that shit.
All right. And then I guess did we do this the best we did, right? The best Nintendo. Yeah, we did that on the last podcast with the coach.
Yeah, we did that.
Damn. Take my shit. Um
Wow.
okay.
Manny,
This is it.
hit me with
Nerf.
one more. Nerf.
Nerf.
As a company.
As a company, if that's gone tomorrow,
Oh,
would
I
you
think-
be upset?
I think 100% Nerf needs to stay in business. I loved all the things that they did. The whistling football, the spiral football, like the Nerf
Vortex,
like,
baby.
the
Right?
Vortex.
That's what it was called or something?
yeah, those Nerf boomerangs, the gun, like all those things I love. But I think Nerf does something really cool. And I think Nerf, in terms of sport, Nerf creates great products for that. And I feel like we need to get out more and start doing more Nerf stuff.
Okay, I agree.
More Nerf.
More Nerf.
Nerf,
Bring
send
it.
us stuff. Email us, Nerf.
Yeah, I think it needs to be more like I do like the fact that they get people to like run around like there's like Nerf parties and stuff. But it all ends up being like guns and shooting each
Nah.
other. But I mean the kids are still like playing, but I like the sports aspect of it.
That
So-
Vortex football was the shit.
Oh, dude, I remember you would go running to see how far your friend could pass it.
I've broken many fingers on that thing. People
Oh my
just
God,
throwing
when
that
the
and just like
plastic hits
jamming
you?
it right in the jam my finger right. Like it's crazy.
It's
crazy.
It's funny because it was supposed to be meant to be safe, and it was like not safe
Was
at all.
not, because then you like what my cousins and I did was we took the Nerf ball, we put it in the pool, and then we threw it at each other.
Oh my Jesus!
Filled with water, and it's basically
Yeah.
you're hitting someone with like 100 pounds, like
So
pillow
it's like
in the face.
a harder dodgeball.
It's horrible.
Yeah, yeah. All right, guys.
More
well, that's
Nerf,
our
everybody.
news segment.
Wow. Well,
Um,
that is the end
Nostalgia
of the
news.
Yeah, that's the end of the nostalgia news. It went off the rails like all our episodes always go. But hey, people, if you have things that you want us to cover on the next segment of Nostalgia Test News, email us at the nostalgiatest@gmail.com. Tell us what segments you want on the next episode of Nostalgia News. Anything, music, food,
They should-
movies. Let
They
us
should
know.
tag us if you see something newsworthy, nostalgia
Yes.
newsworthy. Tag us because listen, we follow a lot of nostalgia shit. Me and you
People.
are going back and forth anytime something new comes up.
Absolutely.
But we need our fans' help.
Absolutely.
We need them.
Oh, one last thing, Manny, and then we'll get going.
Okay.
Because I don't even want to talk about this until we watch it or whatever. There is a documentary or something coming out on who killed or what killed. I think it's what killed or who killed the WCW.
Whoa.
And guess what I think it was?
NWO.
Oh. Yep. And that's all I'm going to say on that.
I can't. Oh, we're watching that.
Yeah,
We're
we
getting
have to.
Billy on.
Yeah, we have to. People, Nostalgia Test Podcast. Follow us on all social media at the Nostalgia Test or at Nostalgia Test. And guess what? Listen to us, follow us. And if you rate and review and tag us in a screenshot of that review of this episode or any episode, we will send you a digital art print of a quote from an episode. They're really awesome. And if you join the newsletter, you get a free digital print every newsletter that comes out. People, get nostalgia. Manny, peace.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. Please subscribe to the Nostalgia Test podcast to know when new episodes drop. Don't forget to leave us 5 stars and a positive review so more people can find the podcast. Share your thoughts and memories on today's topic on our Twitter at Nostalgia Test and on Instagram at The Nostalgia Test. Tune in next time because you never know what pop culture will pop up on The Nostalgia Test.